up, YouTube? It's your girl Nisha. As y'all can see, I am natural. You know, as you always see when I don't have that fucking, well, even under the bondage, you know, I have tracks, what people call quick weaves. You know, this is my sister. Say, hey girl.
Hey girl.
Hey girl.
And I cut her head and I flat on it and it's long as shit.
Yeah, I can say my basic that bitch tried it. My basement beautician been doing these roast girls. I don't know why I'm with the girl today, but anyway, you know, she is responsible other than my Indian jeans. Yes, I said it. For my hair being, you know, as long and fluffy and, you know, bouncy as it is. She takes care of me when it comes to clipping.
Now all I gotta do is get this
curls
straight.
Or whatever.
All I gotta do is get this straight.
Don't put that in. Oh Lord.
All I gotta do is get this straight.
Look at them puff balls.
So this she get old enough, I'm gonna hit the flat almost with this.
Yes. Can you say Kizzy? Say Kizzy. Say Kizzy. Anyways, but you know, like I said, I'm going natural. I think I'm gonna do my own hair or whatever, maybe for the whole month of May. I mean, you know, from now to June, the 1st of June. You know, get used to being me again. You know, with quick weaves or tracks as I call them. And so, can I help you? You better go about your business. You know, with quick weaves and tracks, like I was saying, so easy to, you know, just be whoever you want to be. Like, I think I did a video when I had the short hair. You know, you can mix color in there and cut it up, have it long, have it down the crack of your ass to the back of your neck. You know, you can just do so much stuff and don't damage your own hair. Other than, you know, some people do get damaged as far as when you like taking them out and so forth when it comes to the glue. But you really don't put that much damage in your hair as you will if you do dyes or, you know, different products or whatever. But, you know, this is all me, no tracks or nothing. You know, that's my scalp and all that good old stuff. Now, I want to go in on, let's start, Babe's 24 comment. Okay, this lady, and no shade, no tea. I mean, you could come for me if you would like, but, you know, it is what it is. But she made a comment on the inmate wives of Baltimore saying that, you know, they were straight ghetto, and, you know, what are they doing with their life? You know, they need to better themselves and stop talking about their jail husbands and blah, 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 blah. And I have seen the inmate wives. You know, I feel that they are creative, you know, bringing something new because being inmate wives and, you know, having loved ones that's locked up and, you know, having to deal with that type of lifestyle is not easy. And it's something that should be brought to life, you know. This world is so much shit and, you know, it's comical, a little more than serious. But still, why go ham on them like she did or whatever, and for them just being themselves, you know. People not gonna ham on you on this motherfucker with that, you know, saying the shit that you saying, the topics that you bring up, you know. So why would you go out your way to put out so many videos on them, excuse me y'all, for being their self, and then going in on Baltimore people, because I am from Baltimore, talking about it seems like it's nothing but, you know, ghetto women there, and you need to get out of Baltimore and do something better with yourself. Hold on, because that is not all it is here. And if you don't know about it, I would like for you to stop speaking about it.
Hallelujah.
Amen. But, you know, that's just what I'm saying. You know, I just hate when people see things that they're not used to, and they just straight go ham on them, or ham on whatever it is in a negative way. You know, it's just so not needed for real. If you don't like what you see, or it's not appealing to you, flick another fucking YouTube channel, or go some fucking way else, you know? Point blank, simple. Something else I wanted to go in on is, well, first I want to go into reality shows. First, I'll have to say about breaks that family, is it values? Yeah, family values. I hate when networks put up the new shows before you get to put out the exciting shit of the show before the show comes on, because you get all the juiciness before you get to watch the show, and then when the show comes on, you're sitting here almost like you're watching a rerun. Excuse me, like you're watching a rerun, and it takes the excitement out, and you don't want to watch the shit. But you know, really going in now. Something that I did that is juicy about this episode that's coming on. Is it coming on tonight or Thursday night? I'm not sure, but the sisters go to Trina's husband, and they're trying to figure out why their sister is drinking and getting DWIs, and they say gaining weight, even though she really don't look, like she's gaining weight, but still, like, Tamar goes in on her husband or whatever, and she's talking all crazy to him in his face, in his home and shit, and Trina does not know nothing about it until it looked like they're like at a counseling session, all the sisters and the mother, and they go on and tell her that they talked to her husband, which I don't agree with. I feel like when it comes to a marriage and things that go on in the marriage, that if it's a problem from family view, why not go to the family? Even if the husband is fucking up or whatever, bring that up to the family, in that case their sister. And then, like I'm saying, Tamar was going in on her husband, and comes to find out that, he tried to fight her or whatever, so that's why she don't like him, and she always got something bad to say about him, blah, blah, blah. Tamar really seems like a person hard to get along with. If she was my sister, I would be drinking, just to deal with the bitch, and to keep my hands from her fucking neck. So, no, she's steady popping up the fact that her husband does this, her husband does that. Okay, bitch, we know you didn't locked up. Okay, you ain't got to keep bringing up every time, you're around or whatever. Okay, it's fine and dandy. But, on that point, I just feel like that they shouldn't have went in on the husband when, the situation is really not in their sister. They should have been there comforting her and trying to get to the depths of the situation through their sister, and not, jumping on a husband like that. What else to say? I can't think of her name. I think her name is Tawanda. Her husband, is real louchy. He, something that I felt that was insulting. He compares her to his mother, which he say he loved, but he don't like. I believe they're still living together, but she's complaining about, being the breadwinner. She wants someone to provide for her. I really don't know why. I don't know Tracy's situation with her husband, but, as we see, they having trouble relationships with the men that's in their life, and I don't understand why the hell they're hanging on to them. I don't know if it's because of the children, whatever, but if that is the case, that's not good, because then the children see all the bullshit that goes on, and that doesn't make the situation any better. Love and Hip Hop last night came on, and as we know, I'm gonna call her Prissy. Chrissy proposed to Jim Jones. These days and age, everybody's switching shit up. Like she said, he was slouching, he was taking his time. I guess she ain't got time to waste, so she pulled him up on his shit. I don't understand why. I think they call her Mama Jones, or whatever the hell that lady name is. Why she went ham like she did. Some women are very attached to their sons, and they feel that sometimes that no one is right for their sons. But after 8 or some years, like, really, you should just, kill whatever you feeling and let them live their life. Let that girl have her man. And Samaya called out Olivia. I don't know why the fuck she keep trying her. For real. You heard what she said. Wanna make her ass go G-Unit on her ass. But still. What else is on my mind? I don't know. There's nothing really on my mind. Okay, I got a little memory loss, so I had to cut some things short. But I'm back. Okay. What I wanted to talk on before, I got the little memory loss, was Keisha Cole's Take Me Away video. She released, I think it's been out for like 2 days. I don't like it. Like I've always said, and always said, I like videos that if anything gives me at least 80% of what the song is about. She has a little visual of a guy in it, but to me it's more of a video where she's just like having fun in the sun. She got her little dancers in the background. The male dancer, she got little dancers that she's running around on the beach with. She's rolling in the damn sand. I think a couple of images, and I actually mean a couple and two images of her, um, walking or standing like on the beach, like in the shade or whatever, with a guy. But it really does not give you a take me away feel when you're talking about how you care and love for your man in this video. Even though I love the song, when I think of, it gives, me a feeling how I feel about my boo. It's even his ringtone, actually. So, I love the song. Keisha Cole always gives me what I need in her songs and, her CDs or whatever. But, like I
love
said,
you too.
That's my mother. Anyway, she tried it. Like, anyway, she really didn't give me what I needed in this video. Another fail to me. That's clean. I was just asking. Another fail to me is Beyonce, Who Runs the World, or Girls Who Run the World, or whatever. If you haven't heard it, for people that's well, I don't listen to the radio like that, but I heard Conan from 92Q was playing the shit out of it today. But other than that, I guess that you can go to 92q.com and it has a link where you can hear the whole version of the song if you're like me that don't listen to the radio other than when you're in the car or whatever. But I really don't like it. I really feel that, don't get me wrong, because I truly believe that some artists like Lady Gaga and Beyonce make a lot of like gay direct music. I don't know. I might be saying, what the fuck is you talking about? But I really feel that way. And that's what I feel like when I hear the song. All that goes through my brain is a lot of voguing and all this in the gay clubs. Like, I really couldn't see. And I'm the type of female, I like to go out and dance. I'm still type bitch when I hear all my single ladies run to my face to the floor and ready to get down and do me. But I can't really feel a real girly like type groove to this song. I mean, whatever Beyonce puts out as far as music really goes, it sells hands down. So I don't see no problem with this making it where it needs to be, but I really don't like it. Oh, and I'm about to end this video real quick, because I feel myself rumbling and bumbling at the mouth. But something that I want to know, and I would love for someone to, give me a video response comment, on this. What the hell is the need of Freaknik? I guess it's a parade or a circus or whatever down in Atlanta. But I've seen some release of what?
Relief.
Of what?
Like Easter, like how Christ rose.
I'm talking. I said Freaknik.
That's what I'm saying. It's relief. You done studied all hard. Spring break.
So because you studied all hard, that means you need to be freaking looking a fucking mess. Now I seen some pictures earlier of these girls. They said they wasn't strippers. They were actually students. Titties all out, men all over them like they fucking meat. One girl had her ass cheeks all spread out. They was pouring water on them, all on the ground, just out of fucking control. Like really like nasty shit, and not nasty shit, but like shit that if I was a college student, I would feel like was not appropriate to be put out on anybody's website or anything. So, with all that said, I just want to know, like, what the fuck is the need of that? Like, really, what is the need of Freaknik? I feel like it's that is relief from college or whatever. It's so much other shit that can be done. It really is that you could relieve yourself from. Like really, like do people actually say, "Oh, girl, it's almost spring break. We gotta get our tickets or we gotta get our spot for Freaknik"? Do people actually say that? Do bitches actually say, "Girl, I cannot wait to get to Freaknik"? Do people actually say that?
Yeah.
I don't know why. But that shit I seen today is outrageous. And a man, I'm like, I really wouldn't be surprised if motherfuckers get raped at Freaknik.
And they do.
I wouldn't, because that shit
They
that I
get
seen
raped,
was just
listen, sold
outrageous.
into slavery, everything.
And I never, you hear about stuff. I'm still young, Fucking about 5 years ago, I was in high school. Or was it 5 years? 6, 7? Yeah.
4.
No, it's about 5, 6 years.
Okay.
I was in high school, so you hear little things and like a little cartoon that T-Pain and co-stars like Snoop and Lil Wayne and all other little artists do, or that little cartoon come on Cartoon Network called Freaknik. You get a little idea of things, but I didn't know it was that deep what I seen today. And I would like, somebody video response to me and let me know, like, if you ever been there or you live in Atlanta and stuff like that. You live close, you really get an eye view of a certain shit like that. But anyway, that's all for me today. I hope you liked, comment, rate, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe, my people. Until next time, peace.